Lord, y'all, it has been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks, it's been one of those weekends, and then it's been one of those Mondays. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far. So I have got 29 products for y'all. So it's going to take us right at about an hour and a half to get through this. So hopefully we will be done right about 5:30. So yeah, I am just going to remind everybody, I need to turn on my little sign, that we are going to be doing a giveaway. I don't know why I keep on saying we. Alex, we are going to be doing a Amazon gift card giveaway. End of the month. I typically do it on the last day, but because the last day is Halloween, I know I will probably have plans, and I know most of y'all will as well. So I wanted to do it kind of Halloween Eve, just so that we can kind of get it out of the way, and then no interruptions for the best holiday of the year. So yeah, so all you have to do is follow me on my storefront to be entered. That is it. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything other than follow me. So once you're followed, I'll just kind of write your name down. I'm going to put all the names in a bowl, draw a name, and that's how it will be. So, all right. So, and if y'all hear, Lord have mercy, my son's squawking, hopefully he will make it through. He is in his crib, supposed to be sleeping right now. He's been fighting his afternoon nap, so hopefully he won't be screaming throughout this or squawking too much. But let's go ahead and get started. So hopefully we can make it through. So the first thing I am going to be showing y'all is this amazing Medoker backpack. So it's from a store called Medoker. I absolutely love the way it looks. They usually have an amazing color selection. They usually always have like the black color and then the gray color, but then they'll kind of sprinkle in some amazing colors around those two. So right now they have a beautiful kind of mint color. Sometimes they kind of have like a maroon red color, and then other times they have like a real pretty lavender. So really, and don't mind me, my back is just killing me. So I absolutely love the color options that they have. So these have over 200 reviews with an average of 4.5 stars. So they are, depending on the color that you pick, a little bit of different prices. So the gray is $30.99, the mint is $33.99, and then the black is $38.99. And if y'all were with me last week, they ran a sale on these for a couple of days, and that's why I said do not wait around, because usually when these products go on sale, the sale price does not last that long, and they did not. So they're back to regular price. So with these, they are on Prime, and it does look like there is a 5% off coupon, so a little bit of a sale there. So they are nylon on the outside and then polyester on the inside. So with this, I love the way it looks, really cool looking. I love the fabric. I love the kind of faux cognac colored leather. So it is fake leather. They are real buckles that work, but you do not have to actually buckle and unbuckle to get actually in the bag. There are just little magnetic things that you can just pop it closed, which is really nice. So when you actually get inside the bag, there's a big zipper section on the front, then there's a smaller zipper section on the bottom, and the zippers work well. And I know that kind of sounds silly to kind of say, but with how many products I actually review and how many of those products have horrible zippers, I feel like when a zipper is actually good, I have to say something about it. So it does have the two little pockets on either side. And then obviously on the inside, it's nice and roomy. And then there's like another little kind of pocket here. Now, the one thing that I really want to kind of tell y'all about is that this thing has an external USB port, and it also comes with a charging cable. So basically the cool thing about this is that you can charge on the go. So whether it's your laptop or your iPad or your phone, you can charge this on the go, which is really stinking awesome. I absolutely love the idea behind this. I've never seen a backpack that does that. So I feel like this is really cutting edge technology. I really love this. And I love the gray, but if they had been selling the mint one that's on there right now, when I bought this, I totally would have gotten the mint. I love that color, and I saw it on a woman in the post office the other day, and I was like, I have the same bag in gray. I love it, and I love the green one. She's like, I love mine too. So definitely check this out. Didn't you love my impersonation? I know it's a really good job. So, oh Lord, I cray. All right, so next thing, I've gone ahead and highlighted it for y'all, and it is the Yamobra Bathmat. Now this thing, y'all, is absolutely amazing. It is so unbelievably soft. Now, just because it says it's a bath mat does not mean you can't use it other places. So I actually just ordered another one, and I actually put it in my kitchen. So now it is between my island and my sink. So when I'm cutting at my island, I can be stepping on something nice and soft. And when I am washing my dishes, I can have something nice and soft to stand on. I feel like I need to coat all of my floors with these. Right now, my son is walking. He just turned 1 last week, and he's been walking since 10 and a half months. And I had the biggest scare with him last night. He had a little like hand towel from the kitchen, and he was walking, and poor thing must have slipped on it, so his foot went under it on top of the towel, and he just face planted. And we have hardwood floors, and he was screaming. And it wasn't like we weren't paying attention. We were just in there getting all of our dinners. He just hit the towel the wrong way. And oh my God, he got up and his nose was bleeding, and I'm like freaking out. Oh my God, we need to take him to the emergency room. Does he have a concussion? And so I'm like, we need to buy like 10 more of these and put them all over all the floors so that he can't fall and hurt himself. God knows, y'all. So they are going to be great in bathroom. They are going to be great in the kitchen. They're even going to be great if you want to put them like at a door, you know, to put your shoes on when you come inside. So definitely a lot of uses for this. So these have almost 24,000 reviews with an average of 4.5 stars. So they come in a bunch of different colors. A lot of them are currently sold out right now, but still a lot of options. And then they come in 13 different sizes. Depending on what size you pick will kind of determine the price. So obviously the smaller size, the smaller the price tag. So just kind of hover over what size you want, and you can get kind of a better idea for price. So yeah, it looks like the cheapest one is like $15.99, and the most expensive one that they have in stock right now is like $26.99. So just take a look at them. They are so soft. And the best part about these is that they're completely rubberized on the bottom. So whether you have them on tile, whether you have them on a hardwood floor, they are going to keep you safe, because you're not going to trip and bust your tail like my poor little baby did last night. Lord, he didn't trip on this. Again, he was walking, and yeah, it was horrible. I can do blood. I just don't want to see it on my little baby. I don't want to see him hurt. All right, so the next couple of items I am going to be showing y'all are amazing items from a store called Mundan. So this is kind of a techie store, and they have got some of the most amazing products. So the first thing that I'm going to show y'all is this amazing thermal printer. Thermal meaning that it does not take ink or toner to print things. You buy special paper, and they have all these different things that you can buy, all the different paper and different sizes and all of that. It's specifically made for like labels. Now, whether we're talking about these 4x6 shipping labels or smaller labels that you can use in your pantry or your drawers or whatever, they're made for labels. So they're all like these peel and stick labels. So lots of different options with this. It is, it's compatible with iOS and Android. It's black and white and color. So the main reason that I got this is actually I sell a ton on Poshmark. Just in the last couple of weeks, I've done a big price drop just because I'm ready to clear out that closet. I have a whole Poshmark closet. One of my guest bedrooms is legit nothing but Poshmark stuff. And it was full to the max, so I did a major price drop, and I've been selling stuff like crazy, which is awesome. So I absolutely love this printer for that. So basically all you have to do, hook it up just like you would any other printer, you know, like to the Wi-Fi, so that when you go to say, oh, I want to print, you just find the Mundan instead of whatever your other printer is. Just select the Mundan one, Make sure that you have the 4x6 label in there if that's what you're printing for, like I am. Hit print and it will come out. So again, no ink, no toner. So these are going to be great for the 4x6 shipping labels, or you can buy smaller things, and I'm going to show you them in just a second, to print like stickers for your son's birthday or stickers for your pantry, like I said. So lots of different options for this. So it is on mega sale right now. So normally it is $199.99, so it's usually $200. There's 4 different colors, so pink, white, blue, and gray. The pink is the most expensive at $149.99, and then the gray is the least expensive for $132.99. Y'all, you are gonna absolutely love this printer. You are gonna never know how you lived without this. I love this thing. It makes life so much easier, especially for my shipping labels. Literally just choose this printer, print it off, peel and stick it on my package. I absolutely love, love, love this printer. So there's that one. Now, let me show you another one like it, but it's kind of more of a mini version. So, another Munbin product. This is basically like more the mini version handheld one. It still has just as many awesome features. It just prints off a much smaller size. So this is the size of like the actual kind of tape that it can hold. So it's just not going to be able to print off the bigger things. So this is especially going to be great for like home office organizations. This is going to be great for pantry. This is going to be great for if you're one of those people that like has all the dividers in your drawers and you want to kind of print things off, to have everything has their spot. Toolboxes, teachers, this will be great for cubbies, desks, arts and crafts, anything. If you are an organizer, this is going to be right up your alley. This is also going to be great with Christmas coming up. You can get like your own tape. So it comes with 3 like little pieces of tape. So it comes with this plaid one, a white one, and then like a gray with silver sparkles. But you can get any one that you want. Just look at their store, pick some. But the cool thing about this is you can make these like into the birthday stickers, or like the Christmas stickers, the ones like to and from on your packages. So you can custom make all of your own. If your son's having a 6th birthday party and you want to hand out goodie bags and put a sticker on there, custom made sticker. Thanks for coming to Logan's birthday party with a little T-Rex or whatever. You can do that with these. Both of these products are going to be awesome. Obviously, since this is the smaller one and it can't print as big, it is going to have a smaller price tag. So it's normally $42.99. It is on sale for $32.99. So obviously it can't do as much as the other one, but if you just need this for more like smaller projects, this is definitely going to be your go-to. So this comes in brown, white, and pink. They're all meant to kind of look like little animals, which I think is really fun. So the brown and the white ones are meant to look like bears, and the pink one is meant to look like a little piggy, which I just think is adorable. So again, this is compatible with both Android and iOS. So not only can you custom make your own stickers, so it comes with multiple font sizes and styles, plus over 400 symbols and clip art images. So this is portable, it's Bluetooth. So again, this is just going to be great for like home organization. If you've got a filing cabinet full of files that you need to put labels on, this can be your go-to. If you're a doctor's office and you're still old school and you have like paper charts, you can print off the patient's name for these. Lots and lots and lots of different reasons for this. I absolutely love their products. All right, now I'm going to kind of show you some of the accessories that go along with mainly the bigger printer. So let me show you some of this. So the next thing is the little 4x6 labels. Now I'm actually waiting for these to come in the mail because I actually just went through a box of mine because again, I ship so much on Poshmark that I go through them. So they are for this printer. It is the 4x6 printing shipping labels for this printer. This is going to be great if you own an Etsy shop, if you have a boutique downtown and people can order, if you own a little boutique on Instagram and you have to ship a ton of stuff. This is going to be a game changer. So So these 4x6 labels, they either come in a roll or you can get the fan fold in the box. I just got the fan fold because I just like them more. And it comes with 500. They're normally $29.99, but they are currently on sale for $20.98. That's 500 labels for 20 bucks. So they are on Prime, and then there is a 5% off coupon that you can apply at checkout. So these are going to be absolutely awesome. Again, Etsy store, Poshmark, if you are going to just ship a ton of products or items, this is definitely going to be for you. I love, love, love this printer. All right, so the next thing, and sorry y'all, ragweed is out right now and I am so allergic, so I'm just like a sinusy mess, so I apologize if I'm sniffing and clearing and on my Zyrtec again. Okay, so next thing, I just got these in. I have not been able to use any yet. But basically they're these smaller labels. So they're 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. So they're about that long. And these are going to be, again, too big for the little mini one, but they're going to be perfect size for this printer. So these will be awesome for labels for your toolbox, labels for your pantry, labels for your sock drawers, whatever. If you want to organize, this is going to be perfect for stickers. This will definitely be the perfect size for like to and from stickers on birthday packages, Christmas packages, anything like that. So you can either get it in a 1 roll or a 4 roll. You can get it in white, pink, or you can get a multi-pack, which is white, pink, blue, and yellow. So the 1 roll is, so they're sold out of the 4 packs right now. So you can only get them in singles right now. I apologize. Normally you can get them in all those different colors and in 4 packs, but they're sold out of them right now. So these are on mega sale. They're normally $15.99 and they're on sale for $10.99. So these are going to be awesome. And there is an extra 5% off coupon. So these have almost 70 reviews with an average of 4.5 stars. So again, all of these Munbin products kind of go hand in hand and they really are amazing. You're not going to believe how many things you can use these printers for. And again, since they are thermal printers and these are thermal labels, they do not require any ink or any toner, which is awesome. So it's going to save you money. And it just, even the time that it saves, and I know that it's not that hard to print it off, but right now, like with my old printer, I would print it off, the labels, and then I'd cut it out, and then I'd tape it on. So not only was I going through the ink and the tape and the paper, now all I have to do is I bought the printer and now I just keep up with the 4x6 thermal peel and stick labels, and that's all. I don't have to use the tape. I don't have to use the ink or the toner, so it's saving me time and money, which is awesome. So definitely, please, y'all, check out the Munbin store and all of their products. They are absolutely phenomenal. All right, so next up, I am going to show you these amazing silk pillowcases. And technically they're 100% polyester satin, but they really feel and look like silk. So they are from a store called Bedshore. I have never in my life seen a brand that has, or a product, should I say, that has this many reviews. So they have now over 207,000 reviews with an average of 4.5 stars. So don't just take my word for it. They are the best pillowcases. I love them. So they come in a bunch of different colors, 22 different colors. They come in 4 different sizes. So the smallest size is a 20 by 26, which is like slightly smaller than like a regular queen size pillow. And then the biggest size is the 20 by 40, which is what I have, and that's the king size pillow. So they're gonna range, it's a 2-pack. Right now, they're gonna range from anywhere from $9.99 to $14.99 for a 2-pack, which is nothing for a 2-pack of pillowcases. Very, very reasonably priced. So with these, again, they're 100% polyester satin, so they're really silky, really smooth, really soft. They are a game changer for sleep. So the main reason that I got these was my son just turned a year old last Thursday. And so right around the 3-month postpartum mark, Lord, I started losing my hair like crazy. Postpartum hair loss is so real and it's so awful. It was coming out in clumps. I have all this fresh, like little baby hair here that you can kind of see because that's all new growth. I had like this huge receding hairline, and I had like 2 chunks back here that are still thin, that still have not grown back all the way. So I have to wear my hair specific ways so that the bald spots don't show. Men are so lucky. You don't have to go through that. But I do, I kept on looking up things about postpartum hair loss. And one thing that I kept on seeing on almost all websites, especially for like more natural remedies, was like satin or silk pillowcases. And I was going, how on earth does that help? Long story short, basically what it does is it prevents the friction from your hair onto your cotton pillowcase, because the cotton ones definitely cause a lot more friction. So that causes like the bed head, you know, where it's all knotted and ratted. Well, then when you go to brush it out, you're brushing out more hair and all of that. So it's not like, oh, you use these and your hair just magically grows back for absolutely no reason. It just prevents friction. So it's definitely, it has some anti-aging kind of abilities to it, and it definitely helps with again, the friction. So again, I'm not saying if you're completely bald, it's going to grow your hair back. That's not what I'm saying, but it does help with friction. I definitely notice my hair being softer in the morning, and it's not as knotted in the morning as it usually is. So, and if you just want to sleep on something amazingly soft, then I recommend these. They're so soft. All right, so next up, I'm going to show you one of my favorite products on Amazon. It is the Best Watch. So it is from, where are you? It's from a store and a brand called Dorello. So with this watch, it is normally $69.99. It is on sale for $42.48. I've actually gotten a couple as Christmas presents already. So this is what it will look like when it comes in, because they're that great. So this is a smartwatch, but it's more fitness related. It's not going to be able to like surf the web or answer text messages or make calls or anything. So it's really a fitness smartwatch. Now, with that being said, this will be great for, you know, teenagers or young kids. Like my nephew, who's almost 8, loves playing with my watch. Like every time we're around, he'll kind of play with my watch. So I think this would be fun for somebody like his age, that his parents don't want him to have a smartwatch yet, like a real like Apple Watch. 1, they're crazy expensive, and 2, they're like, he doesn't need to be having one of them. So this would be a great option for somebody young. So this Dorello smartwatch is going to do so much for you. So it's going to 24 monitor your heart rate, your blood oxygen, and then it's going to also monitor your sleep. Now, they made a couple of changes. The last generation didn't have a lot of the new features, so they've added an alarm clock, weather forecast, drink water reminder, sedentary reminder, stopwatch, timer, music control, find your phone, and it can track a woman's menstrual cycle. So I think out of all of those things, if y'all have never had a smartwatch that has been able to find your phone, you are missing out on one of life's greatest features. Legit. I am forever losing my phone. My phone's right in front of me, and I'll literally stop this live and I'll be like, where is my phone? Where did I put my dang phone? I'm always losing my phone, so I love that that has it. Now, I wanted to find something that is pretty comparable to an Apple Watch. I know that it's not the smartwatch in that sense, but one thing that drives me nuts about my Apple Watch is that I want to be able to do what I do while I'm awake. You know, I want it to count my steps and count my calories and do all of that, but I also want it to be able to monitor my sleep. Well, it can't do it, because by the time I use it for my workouts and my walks and all of that kind of stuff, by the time I get in bed around 10 o'clock, it's dying. It's on 20%, so it's not going to last all night. This watch charges fully in 2 hours, and then it works for 7 days. That's active working time. Like all of your calories, all of your steps, everything that you're doing during the day, plus monitoring your sleep at night. Now, the other cool thing about this is if you aren't even using it like actively, you're just using it as like a watch and not doing all the cool things that it can do, it will stay charged for about a month, for about 30 days. So that is pretty insane. Apple Watch doesn't even come close to that. So I really wanted to be able to find something like that. It is waterproof, so you can wear it in the pool or in the shower or whatever. So just think about this as a Christmas present. This would be amazing, and especially with that price tag. So it is on sale. So they've got multiple different colors. So they've got like the pink, the black, the silver, the black with rainbow holes, and then the white with rainbow holes. They're all within a couple bucks of each other. So 42 up to like 44, so within $2 of each other. So great Christmas present idea. So definitely check this out. I love this watch. Like I said, I just got a couple as Christmas presents in, because that will definitely be a great present. All right, so next up, I've got an awesome little jewelry box from a brand called Hamdi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is just an awesome jewelry box. Again, this is going to be a really fun present if you've got a daughter that loves jewelry, even a young daughter. You know, I remember when, and I still have it, I remember when my parents got me like my first jewelry box, and it was like a nice jewelry box. And I was probably, you know, 8 or 9, and I didn't have any nice jewelry. I wasn't like, you know, wearing pearls and diamonds or anything like that. I just had a bunch of costume jewelry from Claire's and icing. But I felt like such a big girl then. Like, that was such a cool present to me. So I definitely feel like if you've got a daughter or a niece or goddaughter, this would be a really fun Christmas present for them, because they actually have a place to like put their jewelry. So yeah, definitely think about that. Now, this is normally $17.99. It is on sale for $15.99. So I know it's not a lot, but hey, a sale is a sale. Saved money is saved money. Now with this, it is not real leather. I wish it was, especially for that price, but it is not. It is on Prime, and then there's an extra 5% off the price tag. It comes in either black or white. It does have little gold hardware on there, and it does lock. So inside of it, it's got a lot of cool things. So it's got the little necklace hooks, and then it's got this little kind of like pocket curtain, which is going to be great. You can kind of see me in the background. Ooh. It's going to be great because you can kind of just hang your necklaces in there. It does have a mirror. It does have a huge ring section. It has a nice little earring section. It has 4 little smaller kind of things there, and then a bigger little compartment. It does come with 2 keys, so you can lock it away. So I personally got this so that I can, when I travel, I can throw all of my jewelry in one place. Because right now I'm throwing them in like Ziploc bags and just wearing a ton of jewelry. And I just want to be able to have it all in one place, it be organized, and it be safe, because it does have a little lock on there. So again, especially for the price tag, $15.99, this would be a great Christmas present idea. So check that out. Okie dokie. So next up, I am going to show y'all this amazing umbrella, or I guess I should say I've got 2 different umbrellas. I'm not going to physically show y'all, because they're too big to fit in this room, but I am going to talk about them. So we actually got 1 regular umbrella and then 1 cantilever umbrella. I'm going to kind of be talking about both of them and kind of some of the differences. So we're getting ready to redo our back deck, which has been long overdue. Lord have mercy, long overdue. And hopefully we'll be able to get it done in like the next month or so. So we wanted a regular umbrella for like our patio table, and then we wanted one of the cantilever umbrellas for like more of like the lounge area. We want to get like one of those outdoor like patio couches, and kind of have that over there. So we did get one of each. They're both from the same brand. They've got amazing products. So this one in particular is super on sale right now. It's normally $65.99. It is on sale for $40.99. So that's 25 bucks off, which is a big price cut. So it is on Prime. It comes in 5 different colors. So it comes in beige, blue, green, red, and orange. Comes in 3 different sizes. You can get the 7.5, the 9, or the 10 foot. The 7.5 is the $40.99. So with them, and the others are still very, very reasonably priced. So with these, the actual umbrella itself is a polyester material. It does have the UV coating so that hopefully the sun is not going to just completely mess up the color. So with that being said, I just want to let y'all know the base does not come with this umbrella. For a lot of people, it might not even be an issue. So for us, we usually don't put a base on because our patio table is out on our deck, obviously permanently, but we don't use our umbrella a lot. So when we actually need to use it, we just take it out. We put it down in like the hole in the middle of the table and then just let it rip. And then when we're done, we take it back inside. So we don't need a base. But if you're going to use it as a freestand umbrella, or if you're going to leave it out like 24/7 through storms and everything else, I would definitely recommend a base. But it's just a simple, you know, pole and then the actual umbrella itself. So the pole, like halfway up, there's kind of like one of those little kind of, you know, just, it almost looks like an old school car window. You just kind of do it up and then it goes up, and then there's like a pin that goes through the pole at the top so that the umbrella can't drop any. So amazing umbrella, really high end, high quality, and again, on sale for $25 off. So normally $65.99 and is on sale for $40.99. So definitely take advantage of that price. Normally they don't run those kind of sales for more than a couple days, week max, so definitely take advantage of that. Now the next one is the Cantilever umbrella. So same thing in the sense that it's from the same brand. It does come in the same 5 different colors, so the beige, the blue, the green, the orange, and the red. Now this one is only 10 foot, so it only comes in one size, and it is massive. It is a huge, huge, huge umbrella. Same thing, it does not include a base. The pictures are kind of deceiving in regards to that, because when you look at, if you click on it, and I need to highlight it, might help. So if you click on the picture, one of the pictures you kind of see like this little T base. That is just literally like the thing that the little pieces that the bases actually hook onto. So do not get confused, because when I saw it, I was like, well, it does come with a base. That is like a very thin little T-stand that the base actually connects to. If you try to put it up with just that T-stand, it will literally fall over on you. It's such a big umbrella. Hello, hello. I am doing awesome. How about you? Thank you. This is an old, oh my gosh, I got it a couple years ago from American Eagle on one of their sale days for like a couple bucks. So thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're feeling okay. So I absolutely love this umbrella, but again, it does not come with the base. The other thing that you can do with this is you can actually bolt it to your deck. So just an idea, a lot of people in the reviews were actually talking about how they would bolt it to the deck so that they didn't need a stand, which is actually a great idea, because then you never have to worry about, like, you know, taking it in the house if it's going to storm. It is bolted, it's in there. Now I get it, a lot of people would probably go, I'm not putting big bolts through my wooden deck outside, but I think it's a great idea, especially if you don't want to deal with the base. So that's another option to consider if you don't want to get the base. Now this one works a little differently. Typically there's like just the little pole, and then there's kind of like this triangular bar, and then the umbrella. So really with this, what you have to do is you kind of have to push that triangular piece up, kind of turn down a little kind of lever, and then you wind it up, and then the umbrella just goes up. So it's very user-friendly, very, very easy to use. I think y'all will absolutely love this. Oh my gosh, I know, I'm with you. I'm getting a comment about the being in shock from the cold weather. I know this morning, we were getting ready to go for a walk, and it was like 45 degrees out, and I was like, to heck with this. I'm waiting until the afternoon when it warms up a little bit. I am definitely ready for cooler temperatures. I love fall. I cannot stand winter. Once it gets like below 40, I got no use for it. I don't like that cold, and I definitely don't like what we're getting ready to go into once like the time changes and it gets so dark and it's so early. I hate that. So I'm with you on that one. I am with you on that one. All right, y'all. So next up, I'm going to be showing you 3 different products. They're all very similar. They're all from the same store. They've all kind of got some of the same things, just some is kind of more fancy with more bells and whistles, and some is a little bit more kind of down to earth. So they are little facial cleansing brushes. They are all from the iColorfold store. And again, they're all pretty much about the same, just a couple different little kind of minor differences. So I'm going to kind of tell you some of the differences here. I know. We'll have to catch up on Instagram because I've actually got a couple new things. I just got another MRI of my neck and my back, and I'm actually going to the neurosurgeon on Thursday because my degenerative disc disease is worse than they thought. And so now it's like, you know, it's just no fun. It's no fun having back and neck problems. The arthritis is worse. I have 2 bulging discs. It's like, really? So yeah, exactly. When the cold weather comes, it makes all of that so much worse. So I am definitely going to be living on heating pads the next like 5 months. Oh, I hate it. All right. So with this is personally my favorite one. So this is the most expensive one, so it does have the most bells and whistles. I love all 3 of them. All 3 of them are pretty much going to give you the same results. You know, they're all great products. I just prefer this one because it does have all of the bells and whistles. So this particular one is $39.99. It usually is on sale. There's no sale on it right now. I wish there was. Usually it's like, you know, $29.99 or something like that. So hopefully it will go back on sale here soon. It is on Prime. All of these products are newer products for this store, so it doesn't have that many reviews, only 18, but it does have an average of 4 stars. It usually comes in a bunch of different colors, but it looks like we have actually sold all of them out other than the pink. So definitely wait for the restock on them because they do have a lot of nice color options. Yes. Oh my gosh. I know. Yeah. I actually went and got it like a week and a half ago. And then I had to have another emergency one done because when they did the MRI of my spine, my cervical and thoracic spine, they found a spot on my liver. Y'all, I spent the entire week crying. I thought I had cancer. I was absolutely terrified. I could barely even function. And then I got the MRI on Friday, this past Friday, and it was just hemangiomas on my liver. So they're just like blood, like not blood clots, but like blood vessels, that like groups of them. So I had to have a 3rd one in like a week. And I'm going to the neurosurgeon on Thursday. So yeah, we've got lots to catch up on. I hate that we're both going through this. It's so no fun. So with this, again, this does have all of the bells and whistles. So the main thing that I like about this is that it charges. And not that putting batteries in something is that big of a deal. Hello, hello. Nice of you to join. But batteries are expensive, so I hate the idea of every couple months having to go through batteries, especially if one can be charged. So that's actually one of the main functions on this one that I prefer, why I prefer this one over the other ones. Now, it comes with 3 different brush heads. One of them is like this super rubbery one. Now, so it has the little power button that you just press once to turn it on the low speed. And then you press it twice and one more, and then it turns on the high speed. And then if you press it another time, it cuts off. So the main reason that these are just absolutely amazing is to help with clear skin. So I have suffered from acne since I was about 18. I'm 32, and I get the nodular cystic acne that they're like this big. Literally, I'll be sitting there and one is just like laughing at me in the mirror, and they don't pop, they scar, they hurt, they're blood red. No amount of makeup can cover them up. And I have gone through so much with my skin. I have spent tens of thousands of dollars doing scar treatments and laser treatments, shrinking my sebaceous oil glands and all sorts of stuff. I mean, y'all wouldn't have even been able to recognize me if I showed you a picture of what I looked like in college. I had horrible acne above my eyebrows and my cheekbones, and then horrific around my mouth because it's all hormonal. So it was just absolutely horrible. Wow, one charge is good for 30 days. Yeah. So no, they're amazing. They really are. They're really, and I use this all the time. So it really is just an awesome product. Hello, hello. So yeah, please, if y'all have sensitive skin, if y'all have acne prone skin, give something like this a chance, because it really does help clear up my skin. As you can see, I mean, I do have a little bit of makeup on, but really there's hardly any texture and I hardly have any breakouts. And this is definitely plays a part in why my skin is definitely so much better than what it used to be. So if you or somebody you know is going through acne, please try one of these out. You know, it takes a lot of different things, but this is definitely part of my regimen that keeps my face clean. So now the next one is kind of the cheaper one, but it's still quality. It's still an amazing, amazing product. It's just, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. So with this one, it is still from the iColorful store. So absolutely. Oh my gosh, y'all, 100%. I'm getting a comment about it being good for both men and women, boys and girls. Absolutely. And being a dental hygienist, that is definitely, I'm up in people's faces, obviously. And that's absolutely true, because I see a lot of teenage boys. I think teenage boys, there's like a time period from like 11 to 15-ish, something like that, that a lot of teenage boys really don't value cleanliness and, you know, don't value deodorant and brushing their teeth and things like that. And so no, absolutely, these brushes are meant for everybody. Young, old, men, women, boys, girls. Absolutely, you're 100% right. Yeah, no, and skin does change as we get older. Absolutely. Thank goodness for me, I feel like it's changed for the better for the most part. Now if I get acne or a breakout, I get some like around my upper lip and my chin, and they can still be the cystic ones. I had like a little breakout a couple days ago, and luckily because of all the things that I do, they went away fast. But skin definitely changes as we get older. You know, some people get more oily, more dry, obviously fine lines. So a lot of different things to consider with that. So no, that's why I love these, and I will always continue to use these. They're wonderful. So with this one, definitely a cheaper price tag. So the other one was $39.99. This is normally $19.99, but on sale for $15.99. And then there's an extra $1 coupon off. And again, $1 is $1. I am happy to save money, as whether it's big or small. I am definitely just a bargain hunter. So it comes in a ton of different colors: blues, purples, greens, grays, all different colors. So with this, it's a little bit different than the other one. It's definitely a lot smaller. The handle is a lot smaller, which would actually be great like if you travel a lot, because it's not going to take up as much room in your bag. But with this one, it does have batteries, so it does take batteries. So where the other one is chargeable, this one does take batteries. And then the other thing about this that's a little bit different is this. It's like a switch like that instead of a press button. And I'm getting a comment. I'm just trying to find anything about maintenance of the scrubbers. Do you just replace the brushes and throw them away, or can you clean them? So great question. I'm getting a question about the actual heads of these things. Do you clean them, or are they disposable? So both. And let me explain with that. So when I've gotten these in the past, basically what I do is I kind of treat them like toothbrush heads, especially if I'm using them a lot, like on a daily basis. I usually change my toothbrush head, and again, I'm a dental hygienist, so it figures that I make this analogy, but I typically change my toothbrush head every 3 months, and so I usually change these every 3 months. Now the cool thing is, because it comes with so many different brush heads, and a lot of them are so similar, like it comes with 3 of this type. 2 are exactly the same size, and then 1 is a little bit smaller. So the cool thing is that you really can just use these brush heads for a long time, in the sense that, you know, you can use one, and then when that one gets old, you can throw it away, and then you can use the other, and then when that one gets old, you can throw it away. But exactly like a toothbrush. So, you know, typically rule of thumb, within like 3 to 4 months, that's when I throw these away. You can clean them, but all I typically do is just make sure that they're drying. The best way to clean them is just to make sure that they're drying appropriately. So when I'm done with it, typically what I kind of do is rinse it out with hot water, really make sure that like all my makeup is off of there and all of that. I really rinse it with hot water. I shake the brush off so that there's not a lot of water sitting down kind of at the base of the bristles, and then I just let it dry. So that's really the best way to like clean them per se. But yeah, just think of it like a toothbrush head. And then most of the brands have replacement heads. And you know, I don't know if this brand does. I'll have to look and keep y'all posted. I'm sure they do. Most brands that carry these kind of products though do have just replacement heads, so that you don't have to buy the entire kit, if that makes sense. Absolutely. So yes, I'm getting a question about if they have them for men. So these are both for men and women. With that being said, if you want more probably masculine colors, this one in particular, the one that I have highlighted, definitely has the best color options. They have some greens and blues and like a gray. The other two usually have like some greens and blues and whites as well. But no, these are both for men and women, boys and girls. They're going to be amazing for anybody and any skin type. They're awesome. So yes, great question. Y'all have got some great questions today. So that is the second one. They do come with 7 different heads. I really stick with like these 3 the most. These 2 are super abrasive. They're almost like pumice. So actually, when I've gotten one of these in the past, I've actually used these as like a pedicure tool. They're too abrasive for your face, so do not use them for your face. They're too abrasive. Yeah, no, they're awesome. And like I said, my personal favorite is the first one, this one. But right now they only have the pink. The other like 3 or 4 colors are sold out. And then this one is the one I'm on, and then this one is the one I'm about to switch to. All 3 of them are awesome. So any of them you can't go wrong with. All right, so the next one is the last one that I'm gonna show y'all. So this is kind of the middle ground one in the pricing sense. So the first one was the most expensive one. The last one was kind of like the least expensive. And then this is kind of the middle ground, because it's kind of got a couple different features from both. So like it has the press button of the expensive one, and then the batteries from the inexpensive one. So kind of different things on here. So again, this is from the iColorful store. So with this, none of them have that many reviews just because they are newer products for this store, but it does have an average of the 4.5 stars. It's awesome to use. This one does have a good selection of colors right now. They've got the blue, the gray, the peach, the pink, and the white. So it does look like the mint color is sold out, the one that I have, but they do have great, you know, colors for both genders right now. So this one is normally $29.99. It is on sale for $18.69. So it's a little bit more expensive than the other one. So again, 5 different colors, and same thing. It comes with 7 different brush heads. So again, all you have to do is just pop these on. Very, very easy to use. And again, most of these pieces will come with like just a replacement head kit, so that you're not having to buy an entire new brush. You know, the actual like cleaner, but really easy to use. And again, as somebody that has suffered with acne for most of basically my entire adult life, I love these. They really, really help. Get a good cleanser, get a good exfoliant, and start incorporating this on a daily basis. And I bet you'll see some improvement with your skin like I have. So love these products. All right, so next up, let me move this so I can show y'all. We're gonna kind of move to some home goods that I think y'all are going to love. So with these, I'm going to show you this amazing rolling 3-tiered utility cart that is one of my favorite products that I've gotten. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. And it's going to be great for so many different reasons. So I've got quite a few Red River products coming up here soon, and most of them are home products, kitchen products, home products, stuff like that. So this is the 3-tier rolling utility cart, and don't mind all the junk that I've got in it. That's how it shows how much I use it. So when it first came out, they originally only had it in black and white. It's done so well that they've actually added blue and pink. It is super easy to use. It is super lightweight, and it's incredibly easy to put together. So with this, they are $35.99. They've got an average of 5 stars, and you're going to see lots of 5 stars in the Red River products. They've got amazing products. So 4 different colors. Now, let's talk about the expert assembly. You can get this expert assembled for $147. Do not spend $147 on getting this expert assembled. I put it together by myself. I am not very good. I am not very handy. And if I can do it, I pinky promise with a cherry on top that y'all can too. Yes. And it's, you know, it's going to be, I'm getting a comment of, you know, DIY tool holder cart written all over it. There's so many reasons for this. So I just ordered a blue one for my son's bathroom, our guest bathroom. So I'm going to put like all of his lotions and soaps and like his little wash rags and his towels and some of his toys and for the tub. My mom actually just got one of these. She's an artist. She paints acrylic on canvas. She got one of these because she's going to put all of her art stuff in there. I feel like this would be great for teachers for different like projects during the week, you know, different days of the week. You can have, okay, the white one is for Monday, and that's, you know, when they color or whatever. Lots of different reasons for this. This is such an awesome, awesome thing. Exactly. No, it really is. It's one of my favorite products. And it has the wheels, and they do lock, so it really is an awesome product. And again, do not spend the $147 to have it expert assembled. I pinky promise you can do it. To the point where I even impressed my husband. He came home one day when I had gotten this in, and I just had it in the kitchen, and he came in and he was like, oh, that's cool. And I said, yeah, no, isn't that awesome? I think I want to get another color. And he was like, did it come that way, or did you put it together? And I was like, I put it together. And he's like, okay, I see you. And I'm like, I know, because usually that's the first person that I'm like, okay, you just need to put this together for me. He's the engineer. He's great with all of that. So really, it is such an easy thing to do. I could use it for all my skincare. Exactly. Yeah. Have this in your bathroom. That's why I got one for my son. Anyone that knows a school teacher, this is a great gift for them. Exactly. And that's what I'm thinking. I think this would be an amazing, like when I've gone into my nephew's school before, I've seen things similar to this in teachers' rooms. I feel like this would legit be one of the best presents for a teacher, like especially elementary school, because, you know, to have like construction paper and markers and paints and all different stuff. So no, there really are a ton of different options for this. So I highly recommend it. It really is a great piece. I use it all the time. My mom uses hers all the time. So it really is a great product. So really great Christmas present idea. Great. And that just goes to show how old I'm getting. I'm showing my age by saying that that's a great Christmas present. My 18-year-old self would be very disappointed in my current 32-year-old self. Oh, Lord. Now, with that being said, I am going to go ahead real quick and write down a name, because anybody that follows me on my storefront, not only do I appreciate the follow, but you are also going to be entered into this month's Amazon gift card giveaway. So that's all you have to do to be entered to possibly win an Amazon gift card on the 30th of this month. So I appreciate the follow, and good luck, because you are now entered into this month's giveaway. Now, I'm going to show you another Red River product that y'all are going to love. So again, lots of home stuff, some kitchen stuff thrown in there. So let me get these. so more Red River stuff. So this is a 4-piece set of some oven mitts and some pot holders. So again, I know, not the most exciting, but it's one of those things that I just go, this is adulthood. This is adulthood. This is the side of adulthood that no one told me about. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? Reaching each birthday, there's part of me that I'm like, when I turned 30 was a hard one for me. But you know what? I sit there and I go, I would much rather be getting older than obviously the alternative. So that is going to be a huge landmark, and that is awesome. And you look amazing for 50. So I love it. So keep on keeping on. Age is just a number. I still feel like I'm 16, and that's why I wish adulthood wasn't as hard as it is, because I'm like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This isn't what I thought it was going to be at all. So with these, again, they are Red River products. It does come in a 4-pack, so you get 2 oven mitts and then you get 2 pot holders. So they come in 5 different colors, so black, gray, dark blue, light blue, and like a forest green. They're $15.99. They are on Prime, and they do have an average of 5 stars. So again, a lot of Red River products have 5 stars. That's how much people love them. They really are incredible products. So these are obviously very heat resistant, up to 500 degrees, which is awesome. I am so glad to have gotten these because I was making pizza a couple weeks ago, and I pulled out the thing and I was kind of looking at it, and I was trying to see if it was done, and all of a sudden the heat had like gone through the glove, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I had to put it down on the stove. It's just a cheap one, so I cannot wait to actually have a nice set of oven mitts that when I hold the tray for 2 seconds, my hand doesn't get burnt. Age is just a number, the oven mitt looks like. Yes, and you are right. Age is just a number, exactly. You are so correct about that. So yes, that is another thing, because I don't know about y'all. I cannot tell you how many people I know personally that have, you know, hit their wrists or like their forearm on one of the little oven things. So I do love that it comes down pretty far on the arm so that it really can help keep you safe. I feel like that's really, really important. The other kind of safety feature that these have is that whole design on there that you kind of see is shiny. Those are actually like some silicone little pieces, and that's actually going to be the non-slip grip part of this, which is really, really important. See ya, thanks for dropping by. So I love, love, love these oven mitts. So anti-slip, they are the heat resistant, and they are washable, which I love. So I love being able to just throw these in the wash if I get something on them, which is amazing. I know, and that's why, you know what, like my husband was making fun of me. My mom was in town, and my husband was making fun of me because he's like, Alex, well, you know, you need to stop holding it as long. And I'm like, I held it for like 5 seconds. I just want to be able to look at it, because if I need to put it back in, I don't want to have to put it on the stove and then take it. So I know, I'm like, I just need to buy a really nice pair of oven mitts. So that's why I got these, because I definitely needed a new pair, because my other ones are kind of junk. I got them, you know, like on the sale rack at TJ Maxx, and they're not that great. So I know, I do the same thing. All right, so next up, oh baby, my little poodle's over here just sleeping away. And sorry y'all, I get so parched when I'm talking this much. So with these, you get these 2 awesome shelves. So these are floating corner shelves, and they are amazing. They are, yet again, I think I skipped over it. Yep, I sure did. They are another Red River product. So with these, what comes to mind when I see these is a couple of different things. College dorm rooms, because we all know how much stuff college students have, but how little room they actually have to store it. I think of like studio apartments or 1-bedroom apartments, especially like, you know, in the northern states. You know, we all know how small New York apartments can be. So like they would be great in there. I love these for like your powder bathroom, your first floor powder bathroom. especially since a lot of trends are kind of going towards like the freestanding vanity, like the sink, like almost like the old school ones. Oh my gosh, they're awesome. I absolutely love these. So they'd be great in a powder bathroom. So, you know, especially if you don't have a lot of room in the vanity, you can put a couple rolls of toilet paper on there, some Poo Pourri. Y'all will crack up at this. I know it was just it just like was a happenstance, but I have a 1-year-old, just turned 1 last week, and we were done changing his poopy diaper, and he walked into the bathroom, and I know that it was just happenstance, but it was just really funny. He pulled open the cabinet door and he got out the Poo Pourri, and I was like, well, kid, that's a good pick for what you just did just now. It was just so funny. My husband and I looked at each other and we were cracking up. If y'all have never gotten Poo Pourri before, it's amazing. And it's amazing to have in a guest bathroom for exactly that reason. So, you know, have a couple rolls of toilet paper, some Poo Pourri. A lot of people are doing the floating shelves like in the kitchen. I have too messy of kitchen cabinets, and I've got too much stuff that I couldn't have it exposed like that. But if you needed some extra floating shelves for your kitchen, this would definitely be a nice option, especially since they're corner. So yeah, these are just really cool. So you get a 2-pack for $25.99. They are on Prime. You do get them in either light gray, rustic brown, or rustic gray. So a 2-pack, they do come with obviously just the shelves, and then they come with like the little kind of L bars. I don't know if that's what they're called, but then 2 screws on either side, and they're really easy to put together. So this is another one of those things that you can have expert assembled for $125. I do not recommend it because it is so easy to put together. Literally all you do, the holes are already there, you put the L bar there, you put the screws in. They even include the screwdriver that you need to do them. They include extra screws so that you can put them into the wall, and the little white things that go around the screws that go into the drywall, they include them. So everything that you need is included. Please do not spend that extra $125. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I cannot believe it. It's like